Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Elijah's Enlightenment. Doing a little video in my car today. I drove up to a nice spot to try to catch the end of the sunset. It's been a very beautiful day today, and I mean that. It's kind of crazy how nature can heal. I touched upon that in my last video too. Today, the main thing that I want to speak about is something that's been going on personally in my life, and that's being caught up in the negative thought patterns that we sometimes hold on to and we attach ourselves to. What I mean by this is that I personally have a lot of judgments on myself, on where I should be, how I should look, what I should be doing in life. And it's easy to let those things run rampant in our mind. And when they do start to run rampant in our minds, it takes away from our ability to act and think clearly in life. Like I said before, I think the best way to go about change in our lives is to do it from a place of love and openness and acceptance of ourselves and where we are, and love the journey. Love the journey. That's a hard thing to do sometimes. Love the journey. In the world that we live in, it's all about the results. It's all about what can you do, what can you produce, and how quickly can you do it. Rarely are you taught to enjoy the steps. Enjoy the process of creating whatever you want, whether it be a project for business, whether it be a personal art project, whether it be creating your life the way that you want it to be. Personally, I lack routine in my life, like morning routines, night routines before you go to bed, when you wake up, first thing you do, just to start your day off on a good note, right? And I've been lacking those for a very long time, and I thought, okay, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, if I can get these routines down, I'll be happy. I'll be successful. I'll be on the path to enlightenment. I'll be doing it, and I'll be feeling good about it. Needless to say, I've been drinking apple cider vinegar in the morning, and when I go to bed, I've been taking cold showers. I've been reading my books. I've been writing in my journal. And the feeling isn't what I expected. I thought I would feel fulfilled. I thought I would feel content with these things that I'm doing and feel like, okay, I'm on it right now. I'm good. I feel good about what I'm doing. It's perfect. I feel healthy. I'm doing positive changes in my life. And in totality, I do know that they're positive changes. All the things that I listed are good things to do. But it's about, and this is the main message that I'm talking about today, it's about the mindset. It's about the mindset that we carry these actions into. I can say that I'm journaling every day, and that I'm walking every day, and that I'm doing the cold showers, and I'm meditating, and I'm writing in my journal. But if I'm not finding contentment and joy during the process, and they become things that it's like, ugh, okay, I gotta write my journal, ugh, I gotta go on a walk, ugh, I'll drink this cider vinegar, just get it done, just get it done. It's no better than a negative habit, because you view it as something that you have to do just to do. The purpose is gone. But I can tell myself, well, I'm still doing it, right? I'm still doing it, so I'm still good. I'm still on that path. I'm still doing the correct things that I've wanted for so long, and I do want these routines. I do want the habits in my life. But there's a message to that. I don't need to be so hard on myself with these routines. I think often in life that we We are the biggest people that judge ourselves, that have the highest expectations for ourselves, where we should be, what we should be doing. And if you're a person that lives life thinking, when I attain this thing, I'll have it. When I do this stuff, I'll be good and I'll be happy. When I reach this certain level, when I do these certain actions, when I have these habits set up in my life, then I'll make it. That's not it. You know, I went to the park today, and I sat over there and I had the sunlight in my face and I was reading my book. And I didn't have any particular thing that I wanted to do in that moment other than just read the book. And then I put it down and I just started noticing the trees and the birds and just the people around. And I thought to myself, I feel present right now in this moment. I feel present. Flip that back to when I was doing these routines. I wasn't present. My mind was thinking about, okay, what are you going to be doing later in your day? Or feeling bad about something that I ate the previous days. The moral of the story is that I just was not there. I was not present. I'm doing the actions, I'm physically doing it, but my mind is wandering and I'm every which way. And when you get in that space, when I get in that space, it's a hard cycle. It doesn't matter what you can be doing in life. If you're not good up here and you're not finding, joy in what you're doing up here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what I learned. I've been taking a break from YouTube because in that cycle of me judging myself and being in my head, I started to question if I could really do this. I started to question, am I on the right path? Can I do this YouTube thing? Am I good enough to do it? Will people actually want to listen to the message? And I've been getting signs recently that it's like, yeah, you can do it, Elijah. You can do it. And people do want to listen. And I can't be concerned about judging myself, hammering on myself. Okay, well, you don't have this amount of subscribers. You're not there. You don't have this quality of video. You don't have this. You don't have this. My mind was stuck on all the things that I don't have, that I want to do, but I haven't accomplished. And when we are maneuvering from that place in our life, we manifest what we think about. I had negative thoughts. I had anxieties and I had fears. It manifested in my relationships, not only with the people around me, but in myself. I started to retract because I didn't know how to face it. I didn't know how to word what I felt. I had bad days and I just felt like, today just feel weird. I mean, I'm doing everything that I wanted. I'm doing all the daily habits that I wanted to instill in my life, but I still feel this lack, underlying lack in my life. And I think it's because we aren't present. I'm not okay yet with just accepting the journey and taking the process for what it is and just saying, you know what? I love it. I love working at it. I love doing it. And it's not that I'm going to not love reaching the pinnacle or the point of my success or my, where I want to be. It's not that I won't love that any less. It's just that to really get the full feeling from that achievement, whatever it may be for you, stop to smell the roses along the way, right? We have to stop and smell the roses along the way. And something that I just thought of right now as all these cars are passing in the background, those are just like our thoughts. They come and go. They're in this little frame, and this is what you're thinking about now. And it really is a choice whether you're going to be sitting and ruminating on that car that passed by and that person gave you a weird look, that thought that passed by and it made you have a weird feeling. Now I'm going to sit and think about it. 2 hours pass by, 4 hours pass by. I'm still thinking about that car. I'm still thinking about that thought. I'm not in the present. There it goes. There it goes. Nah, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Being present is such a simple thing. It's such a simple thing. But it's also one of the hardest. To fully enjoy the moment. Even when you want to achieve this, even when you have things that you know you should be doing, things to get done, working on your body, working on your health, working on your art, working on your job, your career, yourself, working on yourself. There's so many things, and that's what got me lost in my head. There's so many things that I should be doing. But you know what? They come in time. And you have to take one step at a time. And you gotta be present for it all. You gotta buckle in your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. What would be the point of going on a roller coaster? Is as soon as you sit down, you're thinking, okay, what am I gonna do after this roller coaster? How am I going to feel when I get to the very top and then I do that drop? How am I going to feel? And then you're thinking about it as you're sitting down. That takes the fun out of it, right? When you're in that roller coaster, your anticipation is so giddy and it takes your full attention span to just be present and just to experience every turn, every twist, every loop. You're there. You're nowhere else. You're just there. And such is the roller coaster of life. It's okay to have doubts. It's okay to fear. It's okay to wonder if you're good enough to do what you want to do, to be what you want to be. It's human. But something that I've had to say to myself countless times. I am not my thoughts. And I am not my body. They are a part of me. But I am not solely that. And that brings me peace. And I hope that if you guys ever find yourself in a negative thought pattern, in a negative space, you can fall back on that and say, you know what? I'm not my thoughts. These are just thoughts. My feelings are just feelings. My body is just my body. It can change. My thoughts can change. My body can change. My life can change. But it starts with being present and understanding the beauty that is this life 24/7 at all moments. As I said before in my video, as I learn, you learn. And I think that's the beautiful thing that I'm trying to do here on YouTube. And if this resonates with any of you, leave a comment, leave a like. Show love. And it shall be sent to you tenfold. That's what I'm learning in life. As it always say, thank you for choosing me today. I appreciate it. I love you guys. And I'm still learning to love my life too. Thank you.